Chelsea holds serious interest in a young Frenchman tipped as the next great French center-back. If there's a player making waves in the sport at a young age, you can be sure Chelsea will be sniffing around. Recruitment efforts in the summer were focused on additions further up the pitch, but the backline needs bolstering. Murillo has emerged as a key Chelsea target who could come in and make an instant impact in Enzo Maresca's side. Chelsea could also challenge Liverpool for Alessandro Bastoni. But the Blues are always looking long-term, and a target they and other top Premier League sides have identified is being pursued with an eye towards the future. Chelsea's seriously interested in Rennes centre-back Jeremy Jacquet. Most Chelsea fans would agree that a starter-level centre-back needs to be added to Maresca's squad sooner rather than later. While 20-year-old Jeremy Jacquet is largely unproven, the hype around him suggests he could already be good enough to come in and make an impact at Stamford Bridge. Cy Phillips has shared what he has heard about the Frenchman and Chelsea's very real interest. In the SBTC newsletter, he writes, "Chelsea are stepping up regular scouting missions of Rennes centre-back Jeremy Jacquet. I've now had his name mentioned to me from a couple of sources in the last week or so, which usually means that the interest is very serious. And his name is also out there in the media, with Chelsea's interest being reported by local press in France. So there is certainly something real there, a genuine Chelsea interest, and perhaps a bit more than just scouting." Jacquet is highly rated in France and beyond. Como first-team scout Ben Mattinson used some pretty strong words to describe the young defender. He said on X, "William Saliba isn't the only Rolls-Royce of a CB to come from Bangui. It's Jeremy Jacquet's time to shine now." Jacquet has the tools to be a top 5 in the world CB. If you don't already know about him, get to know. Chelsea not alone in their Jacquet interest. As is usually the case with a highly touted youngster, there are a number of clubs looking at Jacquet. As Phillips share, Jacquet, I guess, is the next biggest thing coming up in terms of sought-after defenders, with Liverpool and Arsenal also being reliably linked with him. Mikel Arteta would like to unite present and future by bringing the Saliba-like centre-back to the Emirates, while Liverpool see him as a potential Virgil van Dijk replacement. Chelsea are furious with Liverpool and are now ready to launch a missile of a transfer attack. It's unlikely that a deal is done in January, but this is certainly one to watch for the summer. The nightmare continues for Axel Disasi as his route out of Chelsea hits a roadblock. Axel Disasi has been destined for a Chelsea exit since the summer, but his rumored move away from Stamford Bridge has stalled. With the January window right around the corner, Disasi will be desperate for a transfer to take him out of a situation that has run its course. Along with Raheem Sterling, he has been out of the frame all season, and there are no signs of that changing. Roma and AC Milan are the two teams with concrete interest. A move to Serie A feels like a good choice for the out-of-favor Frenchman, but new developments from one interested party threaten to foil his exit. AC Milan press pause on Axel Disasi talks with Chelsea. Disasi's stock is at an all-time low, and both Roma and Milan will feel themselves in a strong position in negotiations. Chelsea are ready to let Disasi go, but one of their best chances has stalled their approach. Football Italia report, "Disasi is a name that has long been on the table, and Chelsea are ready to release him." The Blues and Milan remain on good terms despite past misunderstandings linked to the Mike Maignan situation. At present, however, the Rossoneri are in no rush. Club directors prefer to wait and assess other center-back profiles, including Borussia Dortmund's Niklas Süle, before making a final decision. Not good news for the 27-year-old. There hasn't been much of that this season. It's not just bad for him, the club will be affected too. Chelsea have to get Disasi out in January. Enzo Maresca's stance on Disasi is clear. He doesn't see him as a first-team player, as harsh as that may be. But another 6 months collecting dust at Cobham will only widen the gap between Disasi's valuation and the $38 million they spent on him 2 years ago. Chelsea will be active all month, but this should be high on the list of January priorities. Chelsea stepping up pursuit of Rolls-Royce centre-back already compared to William Saliba. West Ham and Roma could step up their pursuit. If not, another suitor needs to be found to end this situation for the sake of all involved. Why Enzo Maresca is a strong admirer of Elliot Anderson, with Chelsea's January priority now known. Thanks to Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez, Enzo Maresca already has a very strong midfield at Chelsea. However, it could get even stronger, as Nottingham Forest star Elliot Anderson continues to be linked with a move to Stamford Bridge. If the Blues do want to sign the 23-year-old in 2026, he will not come cheap.